So today we are going to be doing a very fun project. We are going to be making a memory pillow. So I have a friend who recently lost her mother, and we were talking about some projects that we can make just to, kind of remember her mom. And one of the things we talked about doing was a memory pillow. So she brought over 2 different blouses from her mom. This is the first one here. It's kind of a dark blue with some silver lining, and it's got buttons. So this is going to be a really easy project, and we're just going to go ahead and get started on our project. So to start off, I bought an 18 by 18 pillow. I'm going to go ahead and set that aside. And the first thing that I want to do are take the arms off. So this is going to be very easy. You can either use scissors, pinking shears, or you can use a rotary cutter. So let's get started. So all I did on this was I ironed on the inner facing. And so I have the front of my pillow here, which has the buttons. So I'm going to set that one aside. This is the back of my pillow. I made this a little bit bigger just in case. And then I took a little bit of extra fabric, and I'm just going to be sewing a little bit of the corner on. I just want to make sure that the pillows are nice and square. So that's what I'm going to do right now. I've already cut them out. I'm just going to sew along this edge and sew along this edge, and then I'm going to make it nice and square, and then I'm going to sew the pillow together. So the first thing I'm going to do is just sew around these little edges, and then I'll square them off in just a moment. So now, as you can see, when you open this up, these little edges are going to be nice and large. And this is going to be the back. So I wanted it to look like it attached to the sleeves, but there was so much puffy sleeve, I just had to get this nice and flat so it would lay on the pillow right. So let me go ahead and cut this off, and then I'm going to just, press it down and use my iron to just make this nice and flat, and then I'll show you how we put the pillow together. All right, I'm just going to lay the right sides together. I do want to pin both ends of my button area. I want those nice and put together because the only thing we want to be able to open in our pillow is going to be our, our buttons. So we're going to put these nice together very nicely. This just is going to come out so pretty. I can tell this fabric is just so pretty with the little gold threads in it. Now I don't want anything to pull real tight, but I want this to be a nice fit on this pillow. So I'm so glad that I put this stabilizer on the back of this material. It was very flimsy. I'm going to go ahead and do this. I have another blouse of hers that I'm going to be putting together. So I'm going to put the stabilizer on both of them. I want to make sure that this really is able to last. Now I have right sides together, and we're going to turn the pillow inside out when we get ready to finish this. I'm going to do about 1/4 of a seam allowance and just a straight stitch. So before I go along the edge with my pinking shears, I'm going to put the pillow in just to make sure it fits. I'm just going to put it in like this. I just want to make sure it's a nice snug fit. I started making pillows for my Christmas and Thanksgiving and all the different holidays, and one of the things they talked about was making your your pillowcase a little bit smaller than your pillow, and it just makes the pillow fill out so much better. And this is absolutely perfect. So let me go ahead and I have to straighten it all out and turn it inside out, but I want to go along the edge with my pinking shears before we get this finished and put together. So let me show you how simple this is. And this is just an extra way that you can be, a little bit more on the careful side, just to use your pinking shears to make sure that nothing comes unraveled later. All right. I just think these are such a great idea to take care of something like something your loved one had, rather than just leaving it hanging in the closet or giving it away. Just keeping a little something to remember them by. They've got all kinds of really neat patches and different things. So, all right, let me go ahead and push these little corners in. I have a little piece here that I can use that's not too sharp. So there is our first one. Let's insert our pillow and see how it came out. I'm going to go ahead and iron it first. And see what I mean about having this button up? It just makes it so nice, because now you're not going to have to worry about taking the pillow apart. If you want to wash this, all you do is just unbutton it and take out your pillow, and you're good to go. Just reinsert the pillow, or you could even look at buying a new pillow at some point. They do wear out. There we go. A beautiful memory pillow. There you go. Isn't that beautiful? So I hope she enjoys this as much as I enjoyed making it. This is just a great way to enjoy something that you have left from a loved one. I actually think this is just really pretty. Now she has another one that I'm going to be doing tomorrow, and it's more of it's a whole different kind of material. It's got kind of a nylon material, and I'm going to be actually sewing something on the collar, because we're going to be putting a cross patch right over the front of it. So this one, because it has no buttons, we're going to be doing a kind of a slip piece in the back, so that we can just slip the pillow in and out. So this is my plan. This one's going to be really pretty just because of all the different kinds of fabric here. So I think this is going to be a lot of fun to make tomorrow. So tune in tomorrow. I'm going to make my second pillow. It's going to be a little bit different. It's not going to have the buttons, but it's going to be really special. So thanks for watching, everybody. If you're not a subscriber, please consider subscribing to my channel. Give me a like or a thumbs up, and ring the bell for future notifications, and I'll see you next time. Bye-bye.